a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Williams. Complete to right. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Looking to throw is Williams. And this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's complete right side to Komet. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Komet, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. gain opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Prescott now. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. Prescott finds Pickens outright. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They go with Blue between the tackles. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Handoff, Blue running right. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Shamar Turner in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To the air, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
To throw, it's Williams. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Rome Odunze, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have regained the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Blue trying the right side. He can't get him down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Prescott to throw it. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here's a give left side, Blue with it. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Blue. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Prescott from the gun. Drops it to Blue. Complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They hand it off. It's Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Third quarter of a two-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams will get this out wide to Adunze. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first carry now. This is Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down and it's a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go again with Blue. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Blue. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Calling a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Pickens. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. On third down, they run with Blue. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. He's got it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. To throw, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Williams. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Back to throw, Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach is off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up, and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good effort there from Gervon Dexter. He drops him behind the line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.